It doesn't get better than this. And Kenya, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this.
There's something I'm understanding here. You know, I've mentioned us going to South Africa without no visa, thanks to Ramaphosa and President William Ruto.
Yes.
And now I want to talk to the Diasporans who are actually in. Days of Winner is telling me, I'm telling you. Days of Winner.
Yes, I was moved.
You're moved
by a video that I watched.
Things
we
are
have
happening.
A very intelligent blogger from YouTuber. Let me say that from Kenya. He's called Abel Mutua. I love him. He's Mkurugenzi. His nickname. Yeah,
I'm telling you,
he's an intelligent storyteller. He started by acting in an acting career, and Corona happened, and he decided to go into YouTube, and he's doing something very good. So he had stories of Diasporans. And he had a story of a Kenyan who was in Tanzania. So then it now dawned on me, Diasporans are not actually Africans who go to other continents.
You don't have to
Even
take flights.
Africans that go to other countries that are not their home countries are diasporans.
Yes,
so if Kenyans in Tanzania, those are diasporans in Tanzania, yeah?
Yes.
Or Kenyans in South Africa, or Congolese
Ethiopia,
in Angola,
Rwanda.
something like that.
Yes.
So then that story kind of woke me, I got interested in talking about why do we have to treat each other bad even in our own our own continent. It shouldn't be. I mean, why should a Tanzanian feel uncomfortable in Zimbabwe? Why should a Nigerian feel uncomfortable in South Africa?
Yes.
And these are stories that we hear so many times. That story that Abel had, that one was only, just one of many.
It was just a tip.
Stories.
Mkurugenzi, there is a lot is happening.
There's a lot that happens.
We need to send him.
Yes. So
Yes.
I just wanted to have a conversation.
Yes.
Why is it that Africans would not feel comfortable in other African countries?
Why?
We shouldn't be to that point. I mean, if we want to continue to develop as a continent, then that should even be non-existent. I'm even happy that South Africa started this initiative with Kenya.
Yes.
And I'm just hoping that other African countries follow suit, because that is where it starts. Yeah,
I told you.
It starts with the fact that as a Kenyan, I cannot go to a country like Nigeria without a visa.
Without
so
paying.
That is where it starts. So when I go there without a visa, I live there as an illegal immigrant. That means there are some opportunities I will not have, and that is where the problems come in. We do face as diasporans in Africa. So that's what I wanted us to discuss.
It has reminded me. I told you I was in a country in Africa. I don't want to mention. Let me tell you, when you have a Germany pass, that day I realized you will enter that country I was without no visa. Without no visa actually. But we Africans entering into our own African land, another land, we had to pay for visa, and it pains sometimes a lot, but things are changing from what they were. We are seeing it from South Africa and Kenya. They are trying to bring in ties, and I hope other African countries that are Kenyan said will do this. It's Diaspora Chronicles. Where are you watching us? Tell us, what do you think about it? Days Owino, thank you so much. He's saying, I went to Cameroon and I advise Africans to visit other African countries. I appreciate that journey until today. Thank you so much. Tell us even your experience in there. Did you pay visa? Days Owino, if you are still listening and watching us.
If she
want to know.
She'll share with that if she got a visa, and how did
was it that
people
heavy?
Treat her?
That's it.
How did she feel as a foreigner in an African country?
Land.
Or did she have a feeling that she was welcomed, or what challenges did she have? But we have a few examples that all of us can relate with. Maybe we can start from there.
Give us.
People know that xenophobia in South Africa is something that was always there, has always been way back up to 2008, the late 90s. It started with Zimbabweans. They had a problem with Zimbabweans.
Yeah, sure.
They started fighting each other, and the reason why they were fighting each other is because South Africans felt like if there is a job that is offered, the South African wants to be paid, for example, 800 rand, in a month. But the Zimbabwean, because he or she entered there illegally, she had to use visa and she didn't have a visa, so she just swept herself in. You know, they share a border.
Sure.
So
It's like Kenya and Tanzania, right?
yes. So if the same owner of the job is willing to give the Zimbabwean the job, he will actually offer less. He will say, I'll pay you 400 rand. And because he is trying to struggle, he or she is trying to struggle, the Zimbabwean would agree to take that job for 400 rand.
I'm telling you.
You see? So this is what created that animosity that time between South Africans and Zimbabweans. And it was a big war. They fought about it. People came in, leaders came and talked, tried to bring peace. It went down. But then after some years, it escalated again. This time around, it was now between South Africans and
Nigerians. Yes,
everyone knows that story. It was really bad, you know. They spoiled people's business, Nigerians' businesses. And why was this? Because Nigerians are hard workers. If you put a Nigerian in an area where a Nigerian comes in, they come with that hustling spirit.
Of course, they come with it. They come with it.
So, because they know they are coming to hustle.
Yes.
They would not be as relaxed as people who are born there.
That's it.
It's natural. Even
of
us
course,
who are here in diaspora,
we hustle even more than those who are here.
Than people who are here because these people don't have anything. They don't have anything that pushes them to work hard. So that is what happened between Nigerians and South Africans. The thing escalated. After Nigerians, it went to Somalians in South Africa.
In South Africa,
we have been having this in and out. Let's now come to our own country.
Our own country, Kenya.
The first people that used to come to Kenya were
Somalians.
Congolese.
Congolese. Sure.
Congolese were among the first non-Kenyans.
That's why when you play Rumba Lingala in Kenya, it seems that it's born there.
They came to Kenya. Of course, they know that the gift they have is music. So they make money through music. So because, again, there is this challenge of visa, both of them use the same route Nigerians used to come here. They enter the bus, they land in Rwanda. They land in Rwanda, they enter UG. They enter UG, they stroll in.
Like,
you see?
Nobody's...
Or they use the other route, they go to Angola, they stroll down to Zambia, they go to Tanzania, and they come to Kenya.
Yes, that's
the routes that they use. So, of course, as they're already in Kenya, they're already illegal. They don't have visas.
They don't have nothing.
They don't have work permits.
Yes.
The government has also put the policy so hard for them to get work permits. So they are underground.
That's
you see?
Yeah.
So they use their gift, which is singing.
Singing.
To make money. They have live bands here and there. And you know the way Kenyan women soften to music.
I'm telling you.
Before you know it, they are taking over these women.
Yes, and they have transported them to South Africa, Nigeria, and all those kind of places. This is where the Kenyan men get jealous.
Between Congolese and Kenyans, So it would be like the Kenyan police, if they just notice somebody who is has applied cream, and has bling bling and is kind of talking some funny Swahili.
Yeah, and you know,
bam, they catch you.
And you remember last time they used to wear trousers until their stomach. So if anyone does that, that's a Congolese.
That is a Congolese, And their dressings were kind of also very colored. They will catch you without any reasons, put you inside on Friday because you will sleep Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Wait. I have remembered something about the shoes. Their shoes were sharpshooters. There is a shoe that when one hits you, you will know this is a Congolese. That trend is even up to today.
I'm telling you. So I'm wondering, why would we not be very friendly to each other?
Yes.
Already we as diasporans who are in other continents have so many challenges that we go through.
A lot.
First of all, there is that inferiority, the feeling that they see us as people who are not competent enough, are not smart enough,
who are not learned,
we are not eloquent. So already
criminals.
It's a challenge for us.
Yes.
We wouldn't want our brothers and sisters who are in other countries in
to experience that in another country in Africa.
It's outrageous.
Africans,
we should talk about it and start entertaining the thought of Africa is one. We are one people.
We are one people, actually.
We are one people, one race, one color. We should try and think along the same way. Something then happened as well in in Senegal. There was, before very many years ago, Senegal was a bigger country.
Yes.
And Gambia was part of Senegal.
That's why they call it nowadays. How do they call the Gambia?
The Gambia. It's called the Gambia.
The Gambia.
So before it was one big country.
All right.
So I don't know what happened. History happened.
History happened in between.
Gambians decided to go on their own. They separated. So Senegal became their own country.
And then Gambia
became their own. Till today, there is still that animosity. Why?
They still fear.
Why should there be such animosity? People share a border.
A border.
They have a language. They talk together.
I'm telling you.
They speak Wolof. You speak Wolof in Senegal. You speak Wolof in Gambia.
And they could understand each other.
They still be,
Yes.
having this kind of a clash between each other. Everybody has a story.
Everybody has a story.
There's one Nigerian guy who was a businessman. He went to Guinea Conakry.
Okay.
He had businesses there. Or Nigerians, they
Nigerians,
go anywhere they have been told there is money.
They have to invest. These guys invest, I'm telling you.
So this guy went to Guinea Conakry, first of all. Guinea Conakry, they speak French.
All right.
Nigerians speak English. That was the first challenge he had.
Nigerians speak.
But he was very confident because the business partner he was going to meet was a Guinean.
All right.
So he was very sure that, I'm going to meet my business partner.
We talk.
The person can speak English. So at least I will have my way. I can have my way around. This person reaches Guinea Conakry. Then the way they had agreed, the deal they had agreed on, the other business partner in Guinea Conakry now changed, twisted it.
I'm telling you.
Said, I don't trust Nigerians. I don't know if you're going to do this the way we have spoken. So I've changed my mind. This is how I want to do it. And if you don't like it, you're already in my backyard. I can do anything I want on you. You can imagine. The guy was really perplexed. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know anybody.
Anything.
He said, why would you take me all the way from Nigeria to
bring me here
to turn the story against, and then now I'm like a held hostage. I'm like a prisoner because I can't move.
Of course, that's how you feel.
I cannot move without you. This man was held hostage. They now carried this man and took him to one barracks inside Guinea Conakry. They branded him, say, this man is coming to do some illegal things. He doesn't want. All this thing was to drag time so that business they wanted to do, this man would just finish, clear it,
now I
end
get it.
And then before you know it, then you will just throw this man outside. That is what happened.
Guilty but not charged.
Guilty but not charged. So imagine you are a Nigerian inside an army barracks in Guinea Conakry.
What can you do? Nothing.
You cannot even speak because you are imagining how many guns are in that military camp. How many? If they want to finish me, they will finish me. Nobody will know that I exist.
That's it. Nobody even will remember your name. I'm telling you.
This is not the first story. It happened everywhere in the continent. Let's not even talk about this. The Arab part of Africa.
Where we are seeing.
Those ones treat us anyhow. Let's not even go there.
We have seen this. We have done the story here before. If you have not watched out, just go to our YouTube channel. I'm telling you. Diasporans in diaspora around Africa. Why do we have to do our African brothers like this?
It is very bad. And I was saddened by that story of Abel Mutua.
Yes.
Because I was wondering, if at all such stories happen in Europe, America, Asia, and Australia,
why are they happening in our own African countries?
I'm trying to imagine why they should happen in Africa.
Imagine you going to Tanzania, you are feeling like, and we are communicating even the same language.
That one was even more painful because it's not like there was a language barrier. This person went to Tanzania because of his brain.
That's it.
He knew his job. That is why the Tanzanian guy employed him.
And sometimes people forget that us going to other countries, not that we are not learned, it's just because there's some differences. Sometimes even people think that we ran away from our countries. We did not. We can go back there and prosper.
Yeah, we can go back and prosper. We just wanted to look for, for more.
Yeah,
We're
that's
looking
it.
for more. Yeah. That is it. Some of us, they should not think that we must die.
We must die here. We are not going to die here. And if you are thinking and watching from Stuttgart here or Tübingen, Germany here, France, wherever you are, and you think you are going to go back home sometimes back, people should don't.
Or even that South African DJ that was stranded in Kenya.
The
that
South
is
Africa,
also a story of a
and let me tell you, let me tell you
outside.
what happened to that South African.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of it, because it is actually part of what we are talking right now.
Yes, it is.
She comes from South Africa and lands in Kenya.
Yeah.
The person who brought her to Kenya is actually not a Kenyan, is a Nigerian who is in Kenya. Now this even makes the story more complicated, that as a Nigerian in Kenya brings a lady from South Africa in Kenya to do business, and then you just kill her like that. You leave her stranded until now. The Kenyans now came in for her to bring her back home. Why should we do this in another country? There's a fellow African.
Yeah.
You are there as you have gone to Kenya and gained roots very well. When somebody else comes in, show her the roots, help her. Instead of leaving her stranded in another country where she even doesn't know what she is doing.
Yeah.
Things like this happen each and every day.
And you see now, if you're saying it is a Nigerian now who lives in Kenya, it now makes it difficult for us to know whether we should welcome you guys or not. Because this was also the issue that South Africans had with Zimbabweans that time.
That time, yeah,
with
sure.
Nigerians, with Somalians, and even people from Lesotho. They were saying that, these foreigners, when they come here, they're the ones who enter wrong groups. They're the carjackers, they're the robbers, because they are undocumented. You cannot track them.
And you make it difficult for someone who is coming from Nigeria to come and help, actually.
Yes.
Very, very difficult to come in.
So I think also it's a two-way thing. We are not very accommodating.
Yes.
And also those people who come to the diaspora in Africa are also not behaving themselves. They do funny things, and makes it difficult for the indigenes to welcome them. Yeah.
Before we go to this break, I'm trying to say there's people actually. This thing is actually not out there, and this one Akinyi, we need to try and fix it somehow. There is a plane crash that happened in Tanzania. That a plane landed into Lake Victoria, and 19 dead. Actually, as we are speaking, it's around 19. It's 19 actually, to be precise. There was a Kenyan pilot, Tanzanian pilot, and so many other Africans in that plane. And most of them were rescued from that plane, which is actually has never happened before. It's for the first time I've heard that a plane has had a crash and most of the people came out of the plane. But rest in peace for the 19. Yes, rest in peace.
Most crashes that happen on top of water is most likely to be safe. People are likely to be rescued.
Yes, rest in peace to those who died, and for those who are in hospitals, we wish you quick recovery from here. And I think there's something that puzzled me a little bit. We have had plane crashes. I'm not complaining or not, but the way this story was taken out here is not the way that this story, there's a plane can crash here in I don't know where, in Europe or wherever, then and then it takes, they had I felt like Tanzanians were mourning alone. You know what I'm saying? There was no any
now I'm getting the angle you're getting.
Hey,
let us rewind back. Let me take it like let me say it like Mukuru.
Say it.
Cooler pose. Let me take. This one has woken me up.
Hey, let me pull this up.
Let's pull it up.
All right.
When there was a problem in Syria, everybody was, I stand with Syrians.
I stand with Syria.
I stand with Syrians. I stand with even our own Wakanda. I stand with Syrians. We all put the Syrian flag
everywhere. Make a picture.
We take a picture. We change our profile picture. Scratch that one went away. Then there was an issue that the terrorist attack in France. Remember it?
Yes.
I stand with France. I stand with France. Everybody had the blue, red, white flag on their Facebook, WhatsApp. I don't know what. Pray for France. Pray for France. Even our own Wakanda, they did the same thing. Scratch that. I have many examples.
Give them.
Currently, we are having Oibo is not letting us rest about this Ukraine matter. We are not resting everywhere. If you
pray for Ukraine,
channel, Ukraine. And where we come from, problem is many.
Nobody
people
says.
People are dying in South Sudan, Somalia, even our own Kenya and Turkana. There's a lot of drought.
Nobody's posting.
In Congo, people are fighting. The Rwandese and the Congolese are fighting for years. Nobody's talking about it. And then you will see us stretching our black fingers and saying, I stand with them. It's not. That one is not good. I
felt it. I felt it for Tanzanians. I felt that Tanzania, they're mourning.
Nobody has said
about pray for Tanzania.
Crash,
These 19 passengers that died, they are people, my friends.
They are human beings.
They're human beings. Nobody was saying pray for Tanzania. I've not even seen it.
We should be a wake-up call for us Africans. When anything happens to us, they don't speak about it.
They don't
so
actually.
Why are we the ones who rush to talk about their own?
Pray for Ukraine. For who?
Right now, there's a Swahili saying that says, kila mtu acheze kwa mlango ya babake.
You can repeat that again.
Yeah, let everybody play in their papa house. That is it.
Pray for Tanzania. Pray for Tanzania. And rest in peace for those who died and for their families. We pray for them. For those who are injured in various hospitals, we wish you quick recovery, I'm telling you. Unfortunately, Africans don't help each other and never mean good to others. Says this your win, I'm telling you. We shall be back after this short break. To conclude this, I'm telling you, Diasporans in diaspora on our own countries in Africa, what do you think about it? How do we treat each other out there on our own motherlands? Talk to us if you have an experience. Remember, our social media platforms are out there. Talk to us, your home of African music here.
Your day gonna sound better when you choose to listen in 99.2.
Now you're serious. You're not just kidding me.
Radio Ara.
So good.
Live from Stuttgart City, Germany. This is Radio Ara. Home of African music.
You want to bamba? You wanna G with the big boys?
Above the head. Below the belly.
Brand new music. Remember where you heard it first.
Everything I do, I on the 50. I'm feeling vibes on vibes.
Home of African music.
You won't capture my soul.
From one amazing tune to the other.
Mambo vipi, naitwa Mimi Mars aka the Sugar Queen kutoka East Africa, Tanzania, kupitia 99.2 FM Radio R. Enjoy.
Naitwa Stopper the Rhyme Maker, the bad rapper, the RCD Dan Dada.
Watu wangu kupitia 99.2 Radio R live from Germany.
Yeah, this is Linux Sandem Jada.
Naitwa Matan, msanii wa nyimbo za kizazi kipya nchini Tanzania.
Hello, mambo vipi, what's up? Naitwa Lina Sanga all the way from 255 Tanzania.
Yeah, ni Zedanto hapa ndani ya Radio R.
Yo, tunaitwa wa Africa Music. Yo, bwana inakuaje watu wangu, Risho Boy Izo Business live and direct kutoka Mbeya City. Unasikiliza Radio R au sio 99.2 au vipi bwana?
99.2 FM. Live from Stuttgart City, Germany.
Telling you that's where you're listening to us from, and anyone else who is listening on www.cradior.com, thank you so much for always joining us. And remember to go to radio.net and look out for online radios out there. We are there. You can listen us from there if you cannot listen us on our own website, I'm telling you. And let me tell you before we come back here on what's happening here in Stuttgart City, remember we have had Black and White, which we're gonna tell you what happened there between Black and White. So many things happened there, but remember to check it out on our YouTube channel at Radio RFM, home of African music. Remember, Superwoman, if you know you are a woman out there, I'm telling you, as Agnes said on Sunday, if you are a single mama, if you are a single parent, and you really feel like I am a superwoman, this day I'm telling you, Kelly Fresh, I'm telling you, Superwoman on this day on the 19th of November. November. Remember, from 2100 hours, we shall be in Stuttgart, Neckartal Street, 261. Remember, 70337 here in Stuttgart City. We're going to be giving you more on what is happening out there. Remember, Superwoman, yes, Slash, aka Kelly Fresh's birthday bash. Remember, Kelly Fresh coming all the way from Nigeria. Yes, this is an artist currently based here in Stuttgart City. He's going to be giving you more. If you were in Black and White Party, you know what he did there. That was a show like no any other. And remember, on this, there's so many celebrities coming from all over. Remember, Afro Buzz out there is giving you this party on the 19th of November. Actually, there's so many DJs out there from Austria and all over. Remember to come in and have it. And remember, for those people who say, I want to take one for the road, we are not advertising any here, but let me tell you, there are some packages out there. Just check them on our social media platforms or Kelly Fresh's Instagram page. You're gonna see everything. And if you need to eat something out there, like me, I'm just waiting for the finger foods. Finger foods. I don't know what's going to be there,
Are
but
they going to have fish? Because that one is a
that's
very
what
good
we're gonna
delicacy.
ask.
Or suya, the Nigerian
yes,
suya.
I hope there will be some fufu inside so that they can bring the tradition inside. Nigeria, you are big now. Don't mess up that day. Kelly Fresh. We are talking to you indirectly but directly from here, your home of African music.
Yes.
Because if I have to
pay,
pay,
host, if you decide to do a party, do it well.
Do it
now.
well.
Do it in Niger style.
Do it
now.
in Niger style. What do we have to tell? When we see Hennessy, we see fufu on the other side.
Yeah.
And which other food do we find in Nigeria? And you is the one, Kelly Fresh, you are the one who sang Abolo soup. So if your event will miss that soup,
if you meet Abolo soup,
wow.
is it Nigerian again?
The entry is only 20 euros. If you have only 20, imagine saving all the way from today until the 19th. 20 euros. We started this early October. If you have saved one euro, 20th. On the 19th, actually you have 19. And let me tell you, if you have 19 on that day, I will add you 1 euro. You go to 20. If you have been saving from the 1st of November to the 19th of November on Kelly Fresh Superwoman, come with your 19 euros.
No, you cannot talk like that.
No, I want to tell
that's
them.
That's a Nigerian event. You should know that the Nigerians are going to come there, instead of paying that 20 euros, they're going to pay 40.
Yeah, but I'm trying to.
Are you kidding me? They would double it.
I'm trying to talk to them.
I'm paying and for the next two Kenyan women.
And let me tell you, friends out there, the Nigerians on a Nigerian party, they don't even arrive. You will see there limousines.
They land.
They are like Luos from Kenya. They don't arrive. They land. So land down on Kelly Fresh's party. I'm telling you.
Let's land
next
in style.
Week, let's land in style and show this man.
They don't, right? Just elegant.
Just elegant. Dress like Anita Richards and Akin here.
Yeah.
Everything else.
Just dress to impress. Yeah.
We shall be there to talk to you. Don't forget about that.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm telling you, keep on. There's so many things that are happening here. And remember, yes, we are coming through to you from Stuttgart City. Remember, Stuttgart Street. Remember to check our social media platforms. We are talking about diaspora in Diasporans. Time is on our side. I'm telling you. Let's give them. Let's give a conclusion to this, because I feel like let's have that love. We preach this every day, but we need to repeat it again.
Yeah, we need to keep repeating. We need to keep repeating.
If we only stay together as Africans, remember, things are gonna run easy.
They always say, united you stand,
yes,
and divided
we fall.
They also say that one hand needs to wash the other. They also say that one finger cannot be used to kill a lie. Lies, yeah?
That's it.
Kidole kimoja hakivunji chao. Yeah, that is in Swahili.
Yes.
Yeah. So unity is the most powerful element a people can have. A community can have. Yeah. We need to start looking at each other as one people. Yeah. The day we stop looking at each other as, these are francophones and these are anglophones,
yes,
we will start moving forward. The day we'll start looking at each other than these are Nigerians or these are Ghanaians, we will start moving forward. The day you start saying that, we as Eastern Africa, we have something that joins us together, which is Swahili. There's nothing powerful than that.
Yes.
So you should not look at the Rwandese as a foreigner, and Rwandese should also not look as Kenyans. as foreigners, yeah. When Rwanda is looking for expatriates, people who have gone to school, yeah, they employ Kenyans. So Rwandese should not feel intimidated. It is at the end of the day improving their economy.
That's true.
And that Kenyan that is living and working in Rwanda is also improving himself or herself.
That's it.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, we all win.
We are all one at the end of the day.
We are all one and we all win. Let us
you.
be happy about it. Even if we have always been fighting about jollof rice, is it Ghanaian jollof is sweeter than Nigerian jollof? Please, we that come from other countries apart from Ghana,
rice
we
rice.
Cannot even tell the difference.
Rice is rice.
So let us stop there. Let us forget about it and start being happy for each other as Africans. I am Kenyan, but I feel so proud
to be an
that
African.
a Hollywood blockbuster is going to premiere in an African country. I think that is an attitude that all of us should always have.
We have told you enough in the Diaspora Chronicles here from wherever you may be listening to us, and thank you for joining us each and every Wednesday to make this show happen, I'm telling you. And if you miss this, always run to our YouTube channel. You're gonna watch everything down there, and I'm telling you, Diaspora Chronicles is here. And thank you so much, Akinye. Thank you so much. And to our fellow African brothers and sisters out there, let's be one and let's employ each other.
And World Cup is also has
World
also
Cup is
started.
coming.
So you know how we normally do, yeah. We that our countries have not been there in the group of World Cup. We start by supporting them. There are only 4 left. There are only 4 African countries.
Let's support
them until when they are gone. Then we look for the countries that have a lot of Wakanda. Then we support.
but I like that. That's like a parting shot. Yeah, let me tell you. The way we support teams, you don't like Senegal, you don't like Ghana, you don't like Nigeria, you don't like Kenya, and at the end of the day, you go and then they are going out. They're going out.
You will see that
and
Africans will watch all the matches that Africans are playing.
And then it remains one. You never liked it before.
But because what happened with France? Why was Africa celebrating? Because we could see ourselves in there.
We could see we could see Africans in France, and actually they are. Jose Mourinho said something. You don't watch football. Let me tell you today.
Yeah, you for me.
He said he wishes that FIFA in future to allow African footballers who are playing internationally somewhere else to go back home and play there, because why do we have to assist them take the World Cup here?
Yeah.
And since we can go back home and do it ourselves, that's why he feels that Africans who are playing in France go back home to your motherland and play there, because that is how we will win the World Cup. That's how we will see World Cup being played again.
But that is a
in Africa.
That is a story for another day, because Didier Drogba said one time. Didier Drogba played in Chelsea. So he played international games, and he had the opportunity to play for England if he wanted. Right?
Yeah, of course.
He would have just changed his citizenship and played for England or France or whatsoever, even Samuel Eto'o, but they didn't.
They went back to the roots.
What Drogba said was very important, that if I play for my country, our government is not even insuring our legs. Surely if I break this leg, and this leg is the one that I used to play in Chelsea, what is going to happen?
Our leaders.
So it all rolls out to our
Sometimes,
leaders. Let them help us.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a wonderful Wednesday here. Join us next week, same time, I'm telling you. And keep on listening to your home of African music. Remember, for 24 hours, non-stop African hits, and so many things are happening. There are so many programs are out there. Remember, the Kenyan team is also doing their thing. Watch them out there. And I'm telling you, World Cup may be brought here live from you, wherever they may be playing in Qatar. So many things are happening. Let's support them out there. Let's support the RFM family from wherever. And thank you always for being with us. And hey, am I going to forget this one now? Thank you, Jamhuri Awards Kenya. Jamhuri Awards Kenya, they have nominees. They have nominated the best presenter of the year. Actually, the nominations have been done. There are nominees. They are going on right now. You can vote for your favorite nominee, so that one can win now. And Kanida Richards, I saw my name somewhere there. So please, I'm gonna give you the voting line so that you can vote for me.
Congratulations!
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jamhuri Awards. Remember, Kenyans celebrate on the 12th of December, Jamhuri Day, right?
Yeah.
So Jamhuri, they are holding awards back home in Kenya. So the codes are out there for the nomination. I'm gonna send it. It's gonna be here and below here. So please vote for me now. Have I not been speaking to you now, my brothers from wherever you?
If we don't vote for you, who are we voting for?
Vote for me now. You don't have to come from Kenya so that you can vote now. You can just ask a friend.
Remember what we just talked about?
Yes,
togetherness.
So let's bring this together home. Vote for me, vote for me. Jamhuri Awards is coming up. You're gonna see it here. It's gonna be going down. I'm very sure the producer will do this so that you're gonna vote for me now. It's very easy. You go to their website and you vote, and that's all for Jamhuri Awards. Nominated as the best presenter of the year. Why not? On Jamhuri, I might be traveling. Make me travel home. I've never gone home. Make me go home and collect this award. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you very much. And see you next week, same time, Diaspora Chronicles. And as always, we always tell you the way it is.
Yeah.
The listeners agree. The message is clear.
Here we go.
The best radio station to listen to this year.
It's the best. It's the best. It's the best music. Best tunes. Because they got the best music.
Live from Stuttgart City, Germany. 99.2 Radio RFM. Your home of African music.
We play only your choice.